Want to know what a tennis player really needs? They need strength, power, endurance, mobility, flexibility, control, balance. And all of these components are equally important. Today, I'm talking Pilates and tennis and why they're the perfect match. Hi, my name's Gretchen, your virtual Pilates instructor, as well as founder of Balance to the Core. It's my goal to make Pilates part of your everyday living. Today we're talking tennis. Tennis is really interesting because when someone takes up tennis, they pretty much take it up for a lifetime. So it's one of those sports that you do for a long period of time. It's also very high impact and very full body. So here's a sport that you're doing for a long period of time that takes a lot on the body. So it's really important to have a good conditioning program that's going to help you stay healthy. So your number one goal is to prevent injury. And that's what a good Pilates program is going to do. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you never want to miss a video. And like this video at the end if you learned something and you liked it. All right, so let's get started. So when I say that tennis is high impact and full body, I really mean it. I mean, think about all that lateral movement, that explosive movement, the constant change of speed and direction, the rotation, the loaded movement with a racket. So there's a lot going on in the body. There's 5 things in a conditioning program that a tennis player really wants in order to prevent injury and in order to create all those important components of a good tennis game. The first thing is core strength. You need to work your powerhouse. Your powerhouse needs to be so super strong, and it also needs to know how to initiate movement. Because when your core is strong and when you initiate your movement from your core, then your limbs are free to move in a very strong way. So they're not just flailing out and about, they actually have purpose because everything is coming from that center. So number 1 is your core strength. And what does a good Pilates program do? It works your core strength. The second thing is your shoulder stability. You have a lot going on in those shoulders, and you're also holding a weighted piece of equipment. So you want to be really careful that the strength of your shoulders is coming from the sides of your body and the back of your body. So when you work shoulder stability, you're actually working the back of your the back muscles. Because if you think about it, especially in your serve, you have this loaded piece of equipment that you're taking over your head to then take this small little ball and try to hit it with all of your power. There is so much going on and so much susceptible to injury. So you want to really work that shoulder stability so that the power comes from the sides of your body and from your core. A third thing you want to work on is spinal extension. Because when you're working your serve and you're reaching up and back, you have a heavy loaded piece of equipment that you're taking over your head from extension and over. So you want to work the body in extension so that you can teach the body how to properly do that and how to do it with strength and power. The fourth thing you need is spinal rotation. So you have your forehand, your backhand, you're constantly going back and forth, back and forth. And one side is probably more dominant than the other, so there is more strength and then weakness in the other side, so the other side is prone to injury. So we want to work to balance that rotation. We want to really build up the muscles along the spinal column so that your rotation is strong and powerful in both directions. The fifth thing is your hip, knee, ankle alignment. Tennis players are very susceptible to knee and ankle injury. So we want to really work the power of the legs from the hip extensors, flexors, the adductors and abductors. So we want to work all angles of the legs in the proper alignment as well, and all initiating from the powerhouse. So we're going to work that as well. So those 5 goals. With those in mind, I've picked my top 5 Pilates exercises to help you with your tennis game. They're really great for anyone. Really, any Pilates exercise is good for you, but in thinking terms of these 5 goals, I have designed these 5 exercises to go along with that. So let's get started. The first exercise is your roll up. but I want to work it in terms of the rollback first so you can really see how it creates flexibility in the spine. So grab hold of your thighs, lift your elbows, pull your shoulders down, and lift yourself as tall as you can. I want you to imagine I just kind of punched you in the stomach. So you're going to draw your belly back, and then you're going to slowly make your way down through your low back. Keep a slight little bend in your elbows and pull your shoulders down. And then with that punch in the stomach, I just want you to dive forward towards your knees. Keep that scoop in the belly as you go back. Go back and really try to lengthen onto the mat and exhale as you go forward. Try to go a little bit further back. As you go further back, just take your hands down your thighs a little bit so you don't kind of shrug your shoulders forward. Keep your shoulders back and then scoop. And then if you're feeling good here and you want a little bit more, you can do the full roll up as you go all the way down, stretch your legs together, pull your heels together, bring your arms up and then back behind you. Really lengthen your spine into the mat, pull your ribs down and pull your shoulders down. Inhale, bring your arms up and lock your shoulders down into the mat. Start to pull your chin towards your chest, not your throat, towards your chest. Scoop your belly like I punched you in the stomach. Pull it back behind you as you stretch forward. And then you're going to take it down, lock and load the shoulders in place, and take your spine down bone by bone. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift up to the ceiling, pull your shoulders down. Start to lift the chin to the chest, scoop your belly, reach through the heels, and stretch your body forward. But as you go forward, you're taking the whole middle and pulling it back behind you. And then you're going to roll it back like I punched you in the stomach, but take it bone by bone, creating flexibility in the spine. And you can do about 5 to 10 of those. Okay, so the next exercise is a little side bend with rotation. So we're gonna work the spinal column. So I want you to flex your feet, sit up tall, get your legs a little bit wider than your mat, so you're in a V. Take your hands, interlace them, and place them behind your head. The goal is to sit up as tall as you can. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to create that length, go right ahead. We're gonna side bend your elbow to the outside of your knee, and then you rotate your chest towards your thigh, lift your elbows up and scoop the crown of your head towards your knee. Don't move your pelvis as you roll it on up and return to center. Side bend the other way, elbow to the knee, your pelvis doesn't move. You rotate your chest towards that thigh, lift those elbows up, draw the crown of your head towards the thigh, roll it up, return to center. Over, rotate, roll up, return to center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. The next exercises works your hip mobility. So I want you to bend your supporting leg so we have a good base of support because I want you to really concentrate on this top leg. Get your body super long, pull it in opposition, lift your waistline up so you have like a little mouse hole underneath it. And just holding your alignment should feel like work. I don't want you hanging out. Hanging out is not going to do anything for you. Draw it in, get long. So from like sort of the waistline down is reaching in one direction, and then the waistline up is reaching out of the crown of your head. So you're super long. And then all I want you to do is little circles here. So as you circle in one direction, really get a full range of motion. So you want to get the up, back, and around. You want to breathe. And the goal is to keep your body super stable the whole time. So you're going to do 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. So we're working the abductors and the adductors. And you're getting sort of that whole hip joint. And it's like a ball and socket joint, so you want to get all around it. And then when you have that, I want you to flex your foot and really reach through the heel. You only want to lift that leg as high as you can hold your stability. If I go too high, everything crunches in, it's all jammed up. That's not the exercise. You want to really reach, keep everything long but working. You're just going to release the knee a little bit, reach through the heel, and a little lift up. You release, reach, and lift up. So it's not a full bend and lift. You're just a little release. Push through the heel to feel your seat more as you lift. Bend, reach, and lift. Okay, and you're going to do 10 of those. So 10 circles in each direction and 10 reaches, and then you switch to the other side. The next exercise is a side plank, and I want to do it on the elbow so that we can really concentrate on your shoulder mobility. So you want to take your elbow a little bit slighter above your shoulder, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're just going to slide your shoulder down into place and pick up your ribs. And you'll feel how everything here is strong. This is locked in place. Your head is long. So it feels like work just to be in this position. And then what I want you to do is stack your feet and then just lift your legs up into one long line. That lower body is what's working right under here. So really pull your shoulder down, lift your waistline up, lift your hips up. And just hold here for about 10 seconds. You can lift your top arm up if you'd like. If this gets too much, if you want a little support, take that front leg forward and hold right here. All right, so now you're working that long line. And once you've done, 10 seconds or so, you can lower and then switch to the other side. The final exercise is your Pilates push-up. Pilates push-ups are awesome because it works totally the tricep and the shoulders, okay? The key in the Pilates push-ups is you want your elbows to slide along your ribs. They're not out here. You want to pull them in close. So I'm going to go on my knees just to show you. Toes is very difficult in a Pilates push-up, okay? Because it's all about alignment. You want your hands directly under your armpits. They're not in front. Directly under your armpits. You want to draw your powerhouse up and in. And then as you bend down, you're sliding the elbows along the ribs. And the elbows, see how my elbows are right at my waistline? My shoulders are pulled down. And then you push up from there in one long line. Try that one more time. Inhale, go down. Point your elbows directly to the back of the room. They slide, shoulders pulled down, ribs in. And then push up. Okay? And you can do about 3 to 10 of those. So there you have it. Those are 5 exercises that I really like for core strength, shoulder stability, extension, rotation, as well as lower body alignment and strength. Now, it's really important to note that in order to fully get the benefits of Pilates, you really want to do a full repertoire so that your spine is going into all directions as well as really hitting all the Pilates principles. So if you want to check out full Pilates programs, come check out my monthly members club. It's an awesome club where we get new workouts every month. I also do a lot of monthly challenges, and I can give you all the information below. Just hit that link at GretchenMcCarthy.com and you can find out more about my programs. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to this channel if you never want to miss a video. I'm here every Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So take care.